Well, you know, I think we're a team that when you start getting 15, 16 games in a season, you have an identity that you have to kind of have to win basketball games, and our identity's been hustle plays, and that's identified by, you know, going to the line more, by rebounding the basketball, by diving on the loose floor and loose balls, and I didn't think we did that last night. And, you know, we've been getting to the line, you know, 29, 30 times a game, and last night we were there 12, and that's a big change. We didn't win the battle of the boards. And then when you figure in the key rebounding, we didn't get those either, and then the loose balls, it was a 50-50 proposition. So in the hustle plays, we didn't do a very good job of, and that's something we can control.
When you look at Eastern Washington, you know, I guess they've struggled at times this year, but kind of riding high a little bit after the win over Montana. So
well, they were hurt. They were hurt. I mean, their leading scorer didn't play the first 10, 12 games. So you know, anybody lose their leading scorer would be in trouble. But they play. You know, they get after it. They play a European type style basketball, penetrate and kick, a lot of 3-point shooters and stuff. Going over there, they're coming 9-day break, which is odd in league play to have 9 days off. So, you know, they'll have a chance to put in some things we're probably not have seen on film, so we're going to have to be ready to go. But again, I'm one of those guys that believe in league play. You got to really, really focus on yourself, because that's the 12 things that we can control in those guys, and we certainly have our foundation based, and we got to just go off that and control. Again, no disrespect to Northern Colorado, but I thought the game, the things that hurt us last night were in our handles, not theirs. I thought they played well, but I thought the things that hurt us we didn't control.
How would you assess the progress of that second unit coming along at this point?
Well, you know, I thought, you know, we didn't get a chance last night to do it so much because we didn't score, so they never got a chance to get in the press and stuff like that. So we didn't get as far as long last night as we want, but that's something we'll continue to throw them out there and do some stuff with. We just got to get. We hit a dead spot there where it's, you know, 15-5, 15-6 there, and we couldn't get a basket. Got some good looks, got some good shots. They moved the ball well, just didn't go in to give us a chance to get our press set.
With Tyler having 25 and falling too short of the Big Ten record, there was a couple times in the last moments where he had a couple shots at it. Is that kind of what he did? Was there anything he said after the game about it not being able to do it for the home fan?
Never even blip on the radar screen. Strictly trying to win it and lose it, and that's the way he approaches everything. And I don't think he knows anything about that unless Bill says it. And you know, it would have been nice in front of the home fans now, reflecting on it today, because that would have meant that it was probably going overtime, you know, and because he had the 3 there, and that would have been good. But it's not something you really think about in the game unless somebody tells you it's going on. I didn't even know he had 25 in the game until I got the stat sheet.
How valuable is it to have, you know, him just so consistent over the past 4 years?
Well, I think one is we have a team that fits his skill set better this year, in the sense of when we're really good, we have 3 or 4 guys in double figures instead of just always on his shoulders. You know, he's very talented, and you get a chance at times to just kind of watch him go off at times, and that's a plus and things. But having said that, we've been best when we've had 3 or 4 guys in double figures, and you know, with him at 20 and Harry at 18, and you know, Layden and them guys at 10 or 12 have been better, and it keeps so much of the pressure off him and allows him to be way more effective. He had a lot of big shots last night when we were dead in the water that kind of propelled us to take leads or stay in the game when we probably wasn't justifiably to be there without his big shots.
Do you like that Monday kind of game?
I didn't like last night's. You know, it's. You know, my old saying, Chip Kelly said it to me every day, and it's true. Every day's Tuesday this time of year. It really doesn't matter. I can't tell you what day it is. You line up and play. You know, my day's based on we play again, you know, and practice and stuff like that. And I didn't think that had any negative effect at all in the game. It was just we had proper rest. We had we had to institute a game plan, and we just didn't get it done. So I was good with it, you know.
Well, what needs to happen to get some more players involved into the double figures?
No, I mean, we've been there all year. We just had one of those games. We just didn't get it done. I mean, we shot 18 less free throws than we've been shooting for the season. And you know, you start adding those in and stuff like that. We were at 70. We've been at 84, 85 for league play, and you know, we've got some good shots. You know. Layden, who's been just shooting the heck out of the ball, got 2 really good looks at threes that, you know, he's 50% from 3. You think one of those will go down. Got Harry's pull-up jumper with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go to cut the lead to 1 was a great shot, just didn't go. I mean, we had good shots, we just didn't make them last night in key situations, then we didn't get the line very much. So all in all, the controllables again cost us way more than anything else did.
The record is going to be, you know, a significant thing for this program. I would
The what?
imagine, when Tyler does get the record.
Yeah,
And
I'm
so, is this something that you thought might have been possible for him when he?
We sold it in recruiting, you know, we sold it, you know, not the conference record, but we said, you know, the way we were going to build this, you'd have a chance to be the school's all-time leading scorer and do some stuff and things like that. That was a vision that was sold to him in recruiting. But to say conference all-time leading scorer and stuff like that, I didn't even know what the record was and things like that. But to be there and still have 10, 12, 14 games left in his career, he's got a chance to obliterate that record and be one of those guys that scored 2,500 points in his career. I think Bill told me earlier there's only been 67 guys in the history of basketball to get there. That's pretty neat.
What have you thought just of his ability to handle the spotlight? Because I know he's kind of a shy guy, but it seems like he's really involved.
That's where he's made tremendous improvement. He's become a really good leader. I think he does a good job with you guys in the media. He's very well liked by his teammates and stuff like that. And that's not easy to do when you've been the 4-year leading scorer. And he does that. He's a fun guy to coach. I don't think he gets the credit of his academics. He's 3.5 this semester. He's 3.0. He's going to graduate on time in 4 years. He needs 11 hours to graduate. Sometimes I don't think we look at the whole picture that he brings to the table that he's done, because, you know, he's graduating in 4 years. He's going to be all-time leading scorer in the conference. You know, he's been a fun kid to be around. He's not been in trouble. All those things, that's pretty remarkable and something that's good to see.
Talking to Coach Linder last night, he said the #1 thing on their scouting report was to take away Harold Frey. I know they're doing some stuff in the ball screens and stuff like that. What did you see there? And when Harry is eliminated or not eliminated, but limited as a scoring option, what does that do to you guys?
Yeah, you know, credit them a little bit for that, but I thought we lacked aggressiveness a little bit, that we could have handled a little better and stuff like that. And we were, you know, Harry took 10 shots in the second half and 2 in the first half, and certainly got going in the second half better and stuff like that. But Harry's been very aggressive. I mean, arguably has been the top, you know, one of the top players in the league day in and day out the first 5 or 6 games of the league, and that's a compliment that you rely on somebody to be good. And he just didn't have as good a first half as he's been having, and he'll bounce back. He'll get back going, and whatever defense they throw at you, until they're allowed to throw the 6th man out there, we'll handle it.
I know you mentioned Eastern Washington, but the way that they played the last 2 years with Bogdan on the ball, and as much isolation as you can possibly find, losing a guy like that, it's obviously going to be a tremendously different style. So how do you help your guys approach that?
Well, they're still playing the same style. They're just now Peetling's back from being injured, so he's kind of doing it a little more. They're a little more inside driven with Hunt and him, and you know, so that's going. But you know. It'll just be a normal, we'll start looking at it and get ready to go and have to guard them, and because they spread the floor and can shoot it, and they're coming off that 9-day break, so they'll be ready to go for us.
Seems like Kelja is really fighting through some things maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting through it, you know. I mean, to his credit, he still found a way to get 10 rebounds last night and do some things. And you know, he just you go through peaks and valleys of your season and your career, and he's going through that right now. And he's got to fight through it. It's you either, you know, in 90 days it's over. So you either got to pick it up and go and get changed and fight through it, or all of a sudden you have that June where you're going, boy, I wish, shoulda, coulda, and that's not what you want to do. And I believe he'll fight it and get it back on the right track.
Is that something you talk about with the seniors? Just how little time is left?
I think you come at the seniors a little bit more about stuff like that than you do other guys, and the magnitude of games and stuff, because you hope they do have a little bit of that, you know, fire in them and that understand that. But, you know, we had a chance last night to maybe create some separation. We left it, but it'll circle back around again if we do take care of our business to have this chance again. We just got to control the controllables, as I keep saying, and get back and find a way to get a win and make up for this loss.